Everybody wants to achieve financial security, and it is possible to do. But most people that don't make it fail because they make three critical mistakes. Hi, I'm Greg Wellborn, a principal here at First Financial Consulting in Pasadena, California, and I'd like to talk to you about how to avoid those three critical mistakes so you can achieve financial security. But first, let's pretend. Pretend you're 60. You're planning on retiring at 65. You've saved a lot, you've got a nice little nest egg, and you're thinking, all I need to do is hunker down, get conservative, preserve my assets, right? Wrong. Really wrong, and most likely fatally wrong. Mistake number one, you're going to live longer than you think. Most retirees spend a good 20, 25 years in retirement. And if you're not thinking long term, you're thinking short term, you're going to outspend the assets that you've got. There's a real risk you'll outlive your money. Mistake number two, you're going to spend more than you think. Look, that old adage about all you need to spend is about 85% of what you spent before retirement, it's wrong. The studies show that most retirees are spending more in retirement than they did before retirement. Think of three examples. Healthcare costs, expensive, going up. Travel, expensive. Grandkids, really expensive. You want to be able to spend time with them. You want to be able to bless them. If you spend more than you planned, again, you really run the risk of running out of money. Mistake number three, you really need to guard against inflation. Again, that 20, 25 years of living in retirement, costs are going to go up. In fact, you're probably going to see your costs double, even if your lifestyle hasn't changed. What do I mean by that? Did you hear that right? Yeah. Think about having whatever the grocery bill is right now. In 20 years, if you didn't eat anything different, you bought those same groceries, you know that those expenses will be higher because of inflation. And in fact, they're liable to be twice as high. Over 20 years, you should expect prices are going to double, which means, let's just take an example of $1 million. If you've got $1 million and you're withdrawing $50,000 a year, when you end retirement in 20 some odd years, you'd better have $2 million and you'll be withdrawing $100,000. And that's just to maintain your lifestyle and preserve the real value of your principal after inflation. This is probably the worst mistake that you can make because, as you can see, it impacts both the expense side and the asset side. So what's the solution? It's to plan. You've got to put together a financial plan. Back of the napkin isn't going to work, by the way. It needs to be a detailed plan. You need to capture today's expenses, tomorrow's expenses, and accurate time frames. And you need to develop an investment plan then, which is going to preserve those assets over that, meet those expenses, and allow you to attain financial security. We've got some resources at the bottom of the screen, but this is also what we do. We come alongside our clients and we help them to develop this plan, achieve financial security, and live with confidence. Give us a call, shoot us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening.